Hello, welcome back to a new edition of WingReaperAutoMate. The automation has been moving forward. So we started the program, we started Reaper, and the desk goes into screen saving mode, which we can exit very easily by any change on the console. So we enable recording automation and we hit play. Reaper starts and we can record our mix as if we were mixing real audio, which is not the case here, but of course that works correctly as long as you have correctly set up your Reaper routing to go through the Wing engine. So I just record some fader moves as if I had been using that as a mix. You can push buttons, you can use any kind of effect, you can use all the Wing features basically. So this is our mix. We go back to 0 with a return to 0, and we can see that as long as we play and we have automation enabled, we can have everything working together. So watch that strip number 3 because we're going to be changing it using the edit mode, which is kind of a punch-in feature. So here we just edit as we want without forcing anything on the fader. That's important for Wing because the faders are not touch sensitive. We can also continue to add things to automation because we didn't stop recording automation during the edit, and we can have now a new mix that has been updated, and we can return to 0 to see it play with the new moves. So the changes that have been recorded in place for fader number 3, as well as the later move bringing up strip number 3 and the mute buttons that I played with. So all this editing feature is working pretty well, and that gives a nice automation for Wing. We can also use some scrubbing, and I've been finding a way to go around the lack of scene management currently in Wing. So that's quite useful to have a starting scene that can be used, as a way to recall the state Wing was when it started. So we can use that each time we go back in time. Wing reinitiates its state, and we play all the events that were recorded up to the point of the jog position, so that each time we have a jog going back in time or going forward, we can always set exactly all the effects, all the settings of the console engine to where they're supposed to be. It takes a little bit of time, and it's like a small second basically to update the scene, but it works correctly and good enough for loops as well. So I can set the start of a loop, the end of a loop, which I'm going to do right now, and enable loops and set the jog cursor within the loop, and we'll be able to see that Wing is going to be playing that loop again and again, and each time it goes back to the beginning of the loop, the audio engine of the Wing is reset exactly to where it was at the beginning of that loop. So the automation can start on a good basis. From a different angle, we can see the loop in the Reaper screen as a whiter shade, and as long as we are within this loop, we go in the loop and Wing actually does its stuff. If I exit the loop, as I do now, we're going to be playing the rest of the mix beyond the loop endpoint. There's another feature which is useful as well. It is the Suspend Automation. So go back to 0 again, start playing, and let's suspend automation, let's say right now. You can see there are no more moves until I exit that mode, and again Wing catches up very quickly all the events to the new cursor position because we didn't stop playing audio during that suspension. That's about it for this video, and we will I guess the Wing is going to go back to screen saving mode after a few seconds. Exiting Reaper, and as I exit the WingReaperAutoMate, I'm proposed to save my work, which is quite handy because you can then, save your automation file and use it back at a later time when you're ready to enhance your mix or change some elements or add some voices or whatever. There are also a small utility to edit that. Thanks. Bye-bye.